Greetings and a warm welcome. How are we all feeling at the moment? Today's topic is on balance and stability. And this is such a difficult thing for us to grasp. Balance, stability. Two words that seem so far out of our reach. But without balance, we overcompensate. Without balance, we become overwhelmed. Without balance, we become dysregulated. Without balance, we cannot self-manage. Without stability, we lose our sanity. Without stability, our mental health declines. Without stability, we crash, we burn, we cope to survive, and we learn unhealthy ways of dealing with life and life's problems. And if we don't have balance, then we can't moderate all the areas in our lives. So we'll be lacking, or we'll have excess, or we may struggle to be productive, or we may be overly productive. And as human beings, a lot of us are driven by emotion, and that is what makes us imbalanced. And if we're not stable and we don't have stability, then we lose our sense of self. We lose our feet on the ground. We become so enveloped in the chaos that is life that we find ourselves drowning, overwhelmed, stressed. And there has to be a balance between stress and relaxation. There has to be a balance and a boundary and a limit to how much of what you have in your life. Because balance is extremely important, especially for people who struggle severely with mental health issues. Routine is a form of balance. Having a good routine, a good sleep routine, waking up, having breakfast in the mornings, doing the things that you need to do, stop procrastinating. And that's what's going to bring about our stability, is balance. Because the more you implement balance, the more stable you become. And the more stable you become, the easier it is to moderate things in your life and to implement more balance until you can eventually conserve your inner peace and you can direct your energy equally to every single area of your life. And without balance, excess or lacking, without stability, we lose our ability to deal with challenges and difficulties. Balance and stability have a lot to do with how we cope, how we approach things, what we implement, what we enforce, reinforce, and how we condition ourselves to deal with things, respond or react to things. But a lot of people do have the idea that you can be a high-functioning procrastinator. No such thing. Because you're not productive, you're not achieving anything, you're not doing anything. That's not high functioning if you're stressing about doing something but not doing it. In order to be high functioning, you need to implement balance, you need to implement stability, you have to have a routine, your to-do list ready every single day, showing up, putting in consistency, and spreading your energy to every area of your life to make sure that every area gets attention. And the thing is, with balance and stability, it's the only way to feel fulfilled. Because if you're not balanced or stable, you become unfulfilled because things become dysregulated and unregulated in your life. And you cannot have a valuable and fulfilled life if you're always lacking or having excess of stress or excess of work or excess of bills and depression and whatever it may be that you have too much in your life that you don't want at all. Balance and stability is the only way to live a fulfilled and a valuable life because it keeps you moving forward. It stops you from becoming stagnant, and it keeps you open-minded to different perspectives and attitudes. Remember, if things become imbalanced, your stability is at risk. Your mental stability, your emotional stability, and even your physical stability is at risk if you are imbalanced. And that could cause a lot of issues in your life. It may make it very difficult for you to deal with things and to process things and to let things go. And you may feel like you need to fill a void because you feel unfulfilled because you are lacking, therefore you overcompensate. And your stability is at huge risk if you are not paying attention to what you are focusing on in life, what you are allowing into your life, what you are acting on. And the amazing thing about balance is that it stops you from lacking. I don't have time with my family because I've got so much work to do. And granted, that may be the case. We get busy, life is busy, we have work, but if you are not balanced, you are always working and you become unfulfilled, depressed, like you have a void in your life because all your energy is just going to this one thing that you even possibly despise, that you don't want to give attention to. So balance is one of those things that will stop us from lacking in life. As I said, because all the energy goes out to every single area of life. And stability is important for your mental health. It's important for you to regulate emotions, to manage your thinking, your attitudes, your mindsets, your behaviors, your perspectives, your habits. It all has to do with your stability. Because if you are unstable, you are more likely to act out of impulse. And that's what causes more imbalance in your life. And when we lose balance, we end up with a lot of problems. If we are neglecting work, we have urgent projects that we are just neglecting because we are too focused on something else in our life. So when you are imbalanced, you cannot deal with challenges and stress and pressure because you yourself are vulnerable, because you are not balanced, you are not able to deal with these things. And that's what's going to cause you to end up with more problems. And then a lack of balance and stability can destroy productivity because you're not in the mood, you're burnt out, you don't care anymore, you're depressed, you're irritated, you're exhausted. The idea of doing something else just becomes absolutely abhorrent to you. So that's the thing with balance and stability. If you don't have balance and stability, you're going to find it difficult to be productive, and you're going to find it difficult to find the motivation to be productive. And then lack of balance causes procrastination and overthinking because you're dreading something and you don't want to do something because you're so exhausted or you're so stressed or it's so daunting, and then you overthink and you worry and you make the situation worse and even worse and worse. And overthinking is a form of overcompensation. It's trying to find out all the details, trying to understand the worst case scenario, but you're just putting yourself through the situation twice. Overthinking is a form of being imbalanced. And a lot of people who struggle with their mental stability and their mental health struggle with overthinking as well. It's a common side effect of depression and anxiety. But balance is how we self-manage and how we react or respond. Because if we are balanced and we are stable within ourselves, then we're better able to handle very intense, complex, emotional processes and how we respond. So balance does help you sort of gauge what a situation is and how to implement an appropriate response. And becoming unstable And imbalance becomes a deep cycle because you attract more of it and you reinforce more of it. And the more you are imbalanced, the more you procrastinate, the more you'll lose your stability. And this deep cycle causes you to become completely dysregulated until you are drowning, you are overwhelmed, you are overworked, you are overstressed, you are lacking, you are overcompensating. So yes, balance and stability take practice, and it's difficult and it's a lot of hard work. But once you reach that level of implementing balance and stability where you can, you're going to find it easier to manage yourself. You're going to find it easier to deal with challenges. And overall, you will just have a better self-concept. You'll be more confident in yourself and you won't doubt yourself as much. So remember, you are unique and valuable. Take care of that stunning person. Stay strong wherever you're from. You are worthy.